Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. The energy kind of feels lively for you, Virgo, so let's give it a start. Give it a start, you know what I mean. Okay, we start with the Garden and the Gate. Oh my word, these cards are lively. Let's see. No, Spirit, can we calm them down, please? We can't calm them down. They love you today. Look at this. They love you every day, to be fair. But cards-wise, they're eager. So we have the Garden and the Gate. We have Archangel Gabriel and we have Archangel... Wow, no wonder they're out in force today. Look at this. We have, I'm going to put these down here, which is quite unusual for me, but I'm going to put them down there. Okay. I don't believe it. There's a third archangel. I'm going to put them just like that because that is the way they want them to be. On the bottom of the deck, we have man holding a heart. So, Virgo, extraordinary cards here. The light is reflecting on them too, so I need to sit forward a bit. Okay, here we go. Your world may be feeling quite small at the moment, Virgo. Spirit is saying, why are you keeping yourself in such a limited mindset? Why are you keeping yourself behind the gate? What is it you're scared of moving forward, Virgo? Look at, they're showing you here, there's a world outside, and it's about you having the confidence to open the gate and walk out into the world. Feels like there's definite limitations for you at the moment. For some of you, this may be coming from outside influences. You may feel trapped in a set of circumstances. But for others, I definitely feel that this is more about your mindset and, keeping a limited mindset. It may, as I said, be to do with your level of confidence at the moment, Virgo. You may be cautious about taking steps in a certain direction, about moving forward too quickly. It's interesting that we have rest and rejuvenation here, because it may have been that things have been quite difficult for you of late and you've needed to actually withdraw from the normal activities that you do, from the normal sort of maybe the word activity is sticking in my head and I'm stuttering because I'm trying to get past it. I'm like, it's almost like you've had to withdraw from activity, from places, from people that you would normally be involved with. So for some of you, it may have been a forced limited mindset, if you know what I mean, because you may have felt that you needed this time to rest, to build your strength back again before you felt you had the energy to embrace the world. It does feel like you've got a lot of ideas around in your mind. We see Archangel Gabriel here. We see the 5th chakra highlighted. Throat chakra, energy here. It feels like you have got a lot of ideas going on, Virgo, but you don't feel able to verbalize them. Maybe that's because you're not clear about them in your own mind yet. You haven't settled on what feels right for you, what's the best way forward. But it kind of feels like there's things that need to be said in order to get that clarity. We'll look more with the tarot in a moment to get more sort of clarity on that issue. But I do feel we see here the card of indecision. So it's almost like you're trying to decide which direction to go in or what course of action is best for you. Like I always say, this is a very general reading. So for some of you, it will be about a course of action to take. You may be a bit undecided There's maybe some discussions that need to take place around that issue. For others, you may be actually considering moving in a different direction, you know, taking action. But I do think you're still at the decision-making phase. We see that quite clearly here, and it's right in the middle of your reading, Virgo. So, you know, I do think there are things that you are eager to work on. As I say, whether that's things in a personal, of a personal nature or a work nature. We see Archangel Ariel here, and this is connected with Archangel Ariel, connected with the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. And this is about your wishes, your desires. There's something here about nurturing energy, about rebirth. Really feels like, you know, once you've made this decision and decided, you know, which way you want to go or how you want to handle a set of circumstances, it really feels that you'll be following your heart's desires here. Yes, I'm mentioning hearts because this is a very deep, the sacral chakra, very deep, grounded, nurturing, rebirthing energy, you know, and there's a lot of emotion involved here, you know. Archangel Samuel, I think. Some people say Chamuel, that's why I hesitated. But, you know, he's here with the solar plexus, which is your nerve center, your energy, your fire to move forward, you know. So there's real sort of almost like burning ambition going on regarding some ideas you've got. It almost feels like you're just waiting for the energy to kick in so that you can make it happen. But I will get some advice from the tarot in a moment, because again, I'm sort of absorbed by this self-limiting energy. So I'm kind of feeling that maybe you're feeling a bit stuck in this energy at the moment and not sure what to do, Virgo. So we'll get some advice in just a second. Just want to highlight again, on the bottom of the deck, we had a man holding a heart. So it does feel like you have a male energy around you. That could be a male energy in spirit, or it could be a male energy physically around you, who is guiding you, supporting you, caring about you at the moment. I don't necessarily at this stage pick up a romantic connection here, as in a new romantic energy. I don't really pick that up. I feel that this is a male who is around you in some way, shape or form, who is just looking out for you at the moment. As I say, this could be a male either on the earth plane or in spirit. In most decks, I would say to you that is transferable energy, male or female. But in this particular deck, there's also a woman holding a heart. So this is definitely a male energy that's around you. I'm eager to find out what tarot gives us regarding this gate and the garden. So let's pull some tarot and see where we go. I want to stick with my oldest tarot deck, which is one of my favourites. I'm going to lay the cards on top because we've not got much room here. Spirit, what is this garden and gate for Virgo? Thank you. Yeah, you may have been feeling really depleted. Again, we talked about energy levels just a few minutes ago, and that's why you've needed this rest and rejuvenation period, Virgo. You can see, you know, there in the Ten of Swords, you're feeling at your lowest ebb, really. Yeah. It may be things had been going okay, but then everything seemed to be held up or falling to pieces simply because you had this tower moment. You know, the tower is very much about things breaking down in order for you to rebuild. So it's lovely to see this energy coming up here where you're planning the way forward, Virgo, and embracing this sort of real emotionally led success that feels like it's around the corner. Let's see what the tarot tells us. I'm going to stick here and come down to rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, you see, here you are, resting and rejuvenating. So the work's been done. The swords have been parked over there, or placed over there, I should say. And here's you resting after a difficult time. So yes, there's definitely been some sort of need for you to take a step back from things. Yeah, and this is you in planning mode. You know, King of Wands energy. This is about you trying to take control of a situation. I don't mean control over others. I just mean about your personal situation, whatever that is for you. This is about you trying to, you know, maybe take back your level of energy and plan the way forward, which is lovely because that leads us straight in to this indecision. And the throat chakra. There may have been some disagreements, some arguments along the way, Virgo. So taking a step back has been really important for you because that's allowed you to view things through a different lens. It's allowed you to actually tune into that intuition, to actually know what is right for you, what is not right for you. So, you know, we saw the throat chakra here with Archangel Gabriel. It may be that Archangel Gabriel has been supporting you in trying to smooth out some arguments that have been happening. Or for some of you, this could be internal conflict. This could actually be you with this indecision, trying to decide what is best for you. You know, trying to plan the way forward as we saw here. But very much, it's been healthy for you, Virgo, to take that step back because, as I said, you've been able to tune in to that inner knowing, that intuition that will lead you in the direction you need to go. There could be something here about a partnership. We see with the Lovers cards, we see things in partnership, we see people, we see cats in partnership. There could be something to do with a partnership here and deciding whether or not you want a partnership to continue, whether that's in your personal life. It can be anything. It can be a personal partnership in terms of your relations, in terms of your friends, in terms of your career or your business life. You know, it's a time to make a decision. It seems to be connected with a partnership. That's the word they gave me when the Lovers card came out. It's almost about finding that connection with a situation that you really feel is right for you. And maybe you've had to verbalize things that have caused some conflict, or, you know, maybe you've just felt that, yeah, you needed to say which way forward would be right for you. Maybe you've had to give yourself a talking to, Virgo. Interesting here. As I say, with it being a general reading, it can have several different meanings. So please just take the bits that really resonate with you. Clarify, thank you. Yeah, I do feel that there's some fear here about you missing an opportunity. I do feel that, you know, this is why you're taking your time to make some decisions about moving forward in whatever these circumstances are for you, Virgo. Here we see you dwelling on things that are quite negative, but there's an opportunity here. And I feel like you don't want to miss an opportunity. You know, this is what you're deliberating about. But maybe there's a part of you that is saying, well, am I ready though? Because I've had to take time out. I've had to, you know, really look within to decide how to move forward. So, you know, have I the strength? Have I the energy, the inspiration to be able to take advantage of an opportunity that's come my way, maybe? This is maybe what you're deliberating about. If this resonates with you, do let me know, because this sounds like an interesting time for you, Virgo. It feels like things are brewing for you. That's the energy I get. Your cards were lively at the beginning, but it kind of feels like something's brewing at the moment. Whatever it is you decide to work on, make sure it's something that you really love and you really desire. We see this lady working here. You know, she's putting a lot of work here. You see all the pentacles lying about in the trees. You know, she's put the work in to be able to harvest what is in there, and she's still working on it. But Spirit is saying, make sure it's something that you really, really feel good about. You know, something that comes from deep within, from this intuition, something that feels right to you. And as I say, it's not necessarily, yes, we have pentacles there, but this signifies putting work into something. So this could be you putting work into a relationship. And as I say, relationship covers a whole host of people, right? You know, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but this is about you putting work in to, as I say, family, friends, work colleagues, in terms of relationships. Or, you know, this could be about you putting in the work on something you're working on, you know, that you're really passionate about, and maybe taking the time out that you have done, Virgo, has allowed you to see what it is you're passionate about that you want to move forward with. And again, this is about emotional peace. I'm feeling emotional peace. Things will start moving quite quickly. I think things will change for you. Once you've made that decision, you know, things will change for you and will move at a speed. And maybe this is what you're concerned about. You don't want to miss the opportunity, but maybe there's a little bit of you still in resting energy, rejuvenating energy, that is concerned about the speed that things could move once you get started. Or maybe if it's a relationship, you're worried about, you know, the other person being more invested than you are, and you feeling that maybe you still need to step back sometimes. Yeah. Spirit's saying you won't have all the information until you get to this point, Virgo. You don't know how it's going to be, and you don't know how it's going to cope, how you're going to cope with it. So at the moment, if you have concerns about this, then that is purely just fear. This goes back to what I was saying about limited mindset. This is about you perhaps looking too far into the future rather than looking day by day at what you can do to take those baby steps forward. So they're saying, you know, it's don't let fear get in the way. I know that's easy to say, but actually, you won't know how it's going to be until you do it. Just make sure, you know, emotionally that it feels good to you. And, you know, things can always change. You know, if you don't feel good about whatever it is, whether this is a relationship or whether this is, as I say, a project of some sort or work of some sort, if it doesn't feel good, it can be changed. Let's see what the outcome is. And then we'll have a look at what this man is. I don't feel this, well, I feel this man is around you at the moment. As I say, I don't feel it's a romance coming in. I just feel this is a supportive male in your life somewhere. Yeah, look, things are going to turn out really well, Virgo. I hope that alleviates some of your fears if you have fears. I don't feel you all have. But, you know, if you've got some hesitation, just know that, you know, you've taken that time and been very measured because of your circumstances anyway. You have the wheel of fortune. Things are going to turn in your favour. Tell us about this man, please. Who is this man, Spirit? Who is this man? Thank you. Wow. I do feel that this might be somebody in spirit. This is someone you had a loving relationship with, who cares about you deeply. And I do feel that they're watching over you. We have the star here. The star is a very healing energy, but also it's a card of wish fulfillment. So whoever this person is, and I do feel that this is, as I say, I do feel more and more that this is someone in spirit. They are supporting you, they're guiding you on your journey. And it's almost like the spirit are showing me a whole bubble of protection around you in order for you to find your way through to your wish fulfillment. So you are being spiritually assisted at this time. If you feel you need more support, Virgo, you only have to reach out to spirit and to ask them. And if you have a particular close person in spirit who is a male energy, then this is your time to actually reach out to them and let them know that you know they're with you, and to actually ask for them to be guiding you with clarity. That will help you with trying to make this decision. What a lovely reading for you, Virgo, honestly. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. If you're not used to tarot, please don't be alarmed. If you are used to tarot, you will know that the Death card signifies major change. So we have your luck changing because we had the Wheel of Fortune card here. And now we have, like I say, bottom of the deck. So this is a little more distant energy, but you have changes ahead of you. And I do feel they're positive because we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have wish fulfillment here with the star. Virgo, that is a beautiful reading for you, honestly. I'm going to place the Death card down just a moment, and I'm going to pull a couple of Moonology because I just love to tie it up with Moonology. Yeah, it says emotions are running high. So we know that. We know you've had to step back from, you know, more frantic energy. And of course, when I started this reading, the cards were jumpy, as I said to you. So, you know, it showed that you have been in a stressful place, some of you, or, you know, just a pressurized place. Interestingly, now I did not pick this up with any of the other cards, and I didn't pick it up intuitively either, but it says a new romantic cycle begins. I feel this is more about and this is more about your inner passion, Virgo. I feel, like I said to you earlier, this is about you really connecting with your intuition, really having that faith in yourself to find the thing that really emotionally guides and brings you into a place where you can do things that make you really fulfilled and really happy. So this is almost, I feel, talking about self-love in this particular reading. One more, please, Spirit. Is there one more for Virgo? Thank you. Yeah. So they're guiding you to work through any fears you might have. And as I say, you know, we've all got fears. Let's be honest, we've all got fears. It'd be unusual if, well, in fact, I would say pretty impossible to not have any fears in your life. But I do feel that maybe because you've had to step back from you know, some circumstances or a situation or whatever it is for you, Virgo, that maybe now there's this caution about you moving forward, but it is coming from within. Again, it goes back to what I talked about at the beginning with the limiting mindset. Oh, and just to reassure you, on the bottom of the deck, it says you and your loved ones are safe. So you are safe to follow your inner guidance, Virgo, and to find that thing that makes you truly, truly fulfilled. What a beautiful reading. It's got such a lovely energy and really positive. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helped. If it did, please do drop me a like. I'd love to have you on the journey. So if you haven't subscribed, please join us. It would be lovely to have you along. And take care, Virgo. Honestly, loving your reading today. Loving it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.